It doesn't matter what the market is like. There's always some kind of opportunity. If you're not paying attention to what's going on, you will be one of the victims. Start today, and what I feel like I need to share with you guys is that you guys need to be paying attention to your local markets in a way that isn't, I don't want it to be fear-based attention. It doesn't matter what the market is like. There's always some kind of opportunity. If you're not paying attention to what's going on, you will be one of the victims. And so for me, I remember in 2008, I did what I did in 2007. So basically, 2007, I worked really hard to generate business. I did, and it worked. Then I did the same thing in 2008. And here's where it's tricky. In my mind, I reminded myself that endurance and consistency is going to win. So I bit my lip, I looked down, dropped my head, and just worked all year doing what I was doing before. And I wasn't paying attention to how the sentiment in the market had changed so substantively. So the way about I was doing from the year before, it wasn't working. And thus I didn't make any money. So one of the reasons why I remain successful in this industry after 27 years in the business is I'm always pivoting. I'm not saying every week. I'm saying every 6 months to a year, I'm analyzing where's the play right now? Where's the opportunity in the marketplace and how can I capitalize on it? You guys are on a webinar right now where you are buying leads that have homes that want a CMA. You have people that are interested in what their home value is. And when you call them, I want you to put on the greatest amount of curiosity you can have. I want you to be super curious. I want to learn what their dreams are, what their fears are, what their favorite color is, where they're going to vacation this summer. I want all the discovery. And they're always going to start out those calls with, oh yeah, I just wanted a quick evaluation. You know what I mean? And just don't be so scared of that. Don't be scared. Just get on the phone. They're like, oh yeah, I just wanted an online evaluation. I didn't know someone was going to call me. Oh yeah, I totally understand, John. No problem. Well, anyway, I do have a CMA. I'd love to hear a little bit more about your home. Do you have any upgrades that you've done to it recently? Let's just get to it. It doesn't need to wreck your soul when the prospect doesn't want to talk to you right away. Just relax. You're the same way. Honestly, selling things to real estate agents is freaking hard. Okay? I own a technology company, and I'm just saying, you guys are a tough nut to crack. You don't want to talk to anybody when they're trying to sell you anything. So the fact that the consumer does the same thing you do, those are your people, right? That's we're all the same way. None of us want to talk to salespeople. And so then we call them, oh, well, you said that you wanted your home evaluation. So, and we get all upset and all flustered. Relax. It's okay. When they tell you they don't want to talk to you, embrace them as one of your own. I'm the same way, John. I totally understand. Hey, but while I've got you on the phone, have you done any upgrades to the property recently that I should know about? I'm trying to sharpen my pencil on your CMA, right? Just acknowledge, compliment, move to the next, right? Move to the next. And so then as you're talking to them, I remind you of this often, and I would be willing to bet that most of you are doing this, but not all of you. So that's why I want to remind you, when you do get them on the phone, you do use that objection handler I just recommended. I want you to try to go super deep talking to them about where they're moving to. If it's an investment property or a second home, that obviously wouldn't work. You could talk about what are you going to do with the money, and you don't ask that way. You're more casual. But I want you to spend so much time talking to them. Hey, I know you're not ready to sell yet, but whenever you do sell, are you staying local or are you moving out of town? I want them to dream with me. And as they talk about living on the east side of town, that's so interesting. Tell me more about that. Why the east side of town? Oh, I love that for you. How did you decide the east side of, right? And then let them just go, oh, okay, so you said 4 bedrooms. Why is that? Because your current one's 3. Oh, you had a baby. Congratulations. How old? 6? Wow. So you've been toughing it for a little while. Yeah. They were sharing bedrooms. Now it's not working. Got it. Okay. So what would happen when you move to that next property? Would your commute change? You work from home, so that's not a big deal. Oh, but school zones are a problem. Got it. Okay. And so you like the east side of town. What school zone is that you prefer? Oh, Williams School. Got it. You see what's happening? I'm just getting all in their story, right? And they talk about it, guys. The science is clear. Dopamine is rushing through their brains as they talk about their dreams with you, as they talk about their family. And as you listen to them and you become a part of that journey, they start to connect with you over the phone and they realize you're not shoving a house down their throat. You're attempting to partner with them and you're showing them that by listening and enjoying their story. I tell you guys this all the time. If you heard me calling on leads in front of you, you would see me all the time rock my chair back. Oh, Mr. Smith, that's so interesting. Tell me more about that. Wow, really? So you've got 5 kids. You know what I mean? Like, all in it. And then when you flushed out their whole story and they've gone deep on all their little things that they want and why and their dreams, then you say, got it. I feel like I have a complete picture of where you want to go, and I'm super excited for you. Let's talk about that property you're in. Do you need to sell it or are you going to rent it out? Now what happens is I'm talking about what I actually wanted to talk about the whole time, which was the seller lead that you just bought. Right? But after going deep on where they're going to go, you get to, the house is their ball and chain. You get to talk about selling the house, not as the pinnacle, because that's what we want. We want the listing. That's why you're here now. You want more listings. And so we go to that because that's where our head is at. That is not where the consumer's head is at. They are frightened by the house and they are excited by the house they're in and they're excited about where they're going. So then as I talk about where they are in light of where they're going, I get to basically help them. Okay, well, sure. So you want to get that 4-bedroom in the next 3 months. So in order for you to move in that next house, here's what has to happen next, right? That's way better than saying, hey, I'd love to do an in-person walk of your home so I can get you an exact CMA. Mildly valuable, right? But helping them in light of where they're going, you're going to be in touch with them in a way that doesn't feel salesy. I guarantee you'll make more money. All right? Thumbs up if you got it. Thumbs up. All right.